Sunday, which was day 2, so I was travelling from Buell to Rochaschakerberg. I think I said that right. Out on the east end of Lake Constance. Our hotel was right next to the Black Forest, so it was going to be fun, straight away. Having rode quite a lot of the main roads through the Black Forest before, and me being me, I like the smaller roads, the twisty country roads, and boy had I found them. We were instantly climbing and twisting. We rode for 1.5 hours of sheer thrill, sheer delight. Throwed in a few photo stops which added on an additional half an hour to our day before stopping at a lovely little village called Wolfach in the region of Baden-Württemberg. Now, I'd passed through Wolfach before on a previous tour I did, my Jewels of Germany trip, and I wanted to go back there again, so hence us stopping there. Now, everyone was buzzing and mighty impressed so far with the roads and the route that we'd done. Not that we'd gone that far, really. All we'd done, really, is just zigged and zagged around. They were enjoying what the Black Forest had to offer beyond the B500, which All and Sundry always takes and always talks about doing, but there's plenty more out there that you really need to explore. We then had round 2, more of the same, for another hour before arriving at the House of Clocks, located 5 miles outside of Triberg. Here they have this massive cuckoo clock the size of a house, and for €1 it plays like a traditional cuckoo clock. It was well worth the euro being spent. Or, if you like, you can buy a normal sized one, but they would have cost a plenty, if you get my drift. After 30 minutes or more, we headed the 5 miles into Triberg and parked at Netto car park, as it was closed and free. Had a steady walk around the town, and obviously an ice cream, as the temperature was touching 30 degrees again. After our nice 1 hour stop here, it was time to get back on the bikes, back to what we came to do. Back on the bikes, and we were riding through the south of the forest again, on amazing small roads. Again, I was avoiding the B500, that road, which is nice if you have never done it, but off the beaten track ones where you discover treats and no one knows about. We eventually came out of the forest and were on a lovely sweep on country roads, and we had these fantastic views, passing vineyards and open green fields, heading south and then east towards Lake Constance. Now, my plan had been to arrive in Switzerland on back roads, so we didn't use the motorway system and we didn't need a vignette. We continued to where our next stop should have been, but alas, it was closed, and Google was wrong on this one. So we decided to continue our journey, eventually stopping for coffee, which was our usual ride and drink, at a cafe in a place called Wagenhausen. We parked up and got ourselves some undercover outside seating, and after chatting to the waitress, we discovered we were now in Switzerland. And we were all kind of amazed, as we had not once seen a sign saying we had entered Switzerland, or a customary welcome to Switzerland. But here we were. After our very nice coffee stop, we continued along the edge of Lake Constance. We rode the southern aspect, which was the Swiss side, of course. It was a 1 hour, 30-minute journey to do a mere 38 miles, since it was predominantly a 30-mile-an-hour limit, but with the odd 20 thrown in as well. Passing through numerous small but quaint towns certainly made for slow progress. The beauty of this area is astounding, so obviously we had to stop and pause for a few photos, especially with Lake Constance behind us, because it steals the show. Just prior to our hotel, we fueled up ready for the next day. That was an issue for me. My card had been declined, as it had at the House of Clocks. Fortunately, I had a backup card. I was not connected to Roam and Wi-Fi. I was being a tight git, really. So obviously, I was not getting my messages from the bank asking if that was me trying to make a transaction. So my card got blocked. The banks are bloody good at what they do to try and protect your money. But if it had not been that I'd got another card, I'd have been up shit creek, really. Or get my begging bowl out to the others. We made our way to the Best Western Rebstock Hotel, and very nice it was too. It certainly was the most expensive, but that just seems to be part of the course for the area. It certainly lived up to its expectations though. However, I can honestly say it was the coolest in regards to how we were received. Certainly in the restaurant. Our evening meal was absolutely delicious. It was a set menu again, but here the portion sizes were just enough to satisfy us, and there was no leftovers at all. But again, we all had a nice cold drink, alcoholic obviously, and then I did my usual thing, go off to my room, I'd have a good chat with my wife before starting to edit the videos of the day's rides. I'd leave everyone else to enjoy themselves, have a nice good drink and a right good chat about the day's routes. Sadly, I wanted to capture our journey. I wanted to produce a video in a kind of timely manner. So one aspect of this hotel was we all had a balcony and the view looking out over Lake Constance. The sunset we witnessed was out of this world. I can honestly say it. Day 2 had seen us ride 168 miles on some stunning forest and non-mountainous roads, and it surely was a highlight of our trip. And that's all for now, folks.